The 21st of April, 2023.
Well, Beth, congratulations. What an honor it is to share this special night with you. And thank you for giving me 3 of your unused minutes for my remarks. Dr. Wta, thank you for this award, which I gratefully accept, and thanks to the CER team for this incredible video. One of the biggest nods is to our family, Mary Craig, Andy, Olivia, and Cy, who inspire me to keep working for Wake Forest and the community we serve. And number 1 is Janie, who has managed me and partnered with me for 49 years. The employees and clients of Excalibur Direct Marketing have given me the platform and the time for 50 years for community engagement. So I thank them, as well as Stepstone Strategic and the Creative Center, and a host of friends. Some of them are here tonight. And I thank the late Dr. Scales, who set me on my life's career course. As I watched the video, I thought about these fast 77 years and how these stories could have happened. I realized I had lots of help at every step of the way. Often we don't know how others are helping us. A fun example is when I worked for Lucille Aycock at the information desk in Ronaldo Hall for 25 cents an hour. I learned ways people connect and exchange information as people stopped to chat with her so that she knew everything going on at Wake Forest. You might say that before Google, we had Ms. Aycock. I told Dr. Wta that my life has been an endless journey of doors opening. She agreed that life is about doors opening and about opening doors, as all of you do in so many ways, especially with your love of Wake Forest. I'm a first-generation college guy. When I was born, my grandmother came to live with us for all of my 18 years in Kentucky so that my father and mother could go to work to give this only child the best life I could have. Last week, Kristen Chenoweth told us the greatest gift parents can give a child is nurtured self-esteem and confidence. I was blessed with that gift. One person who has known me since childhood is Robert Clay, here tonight from Kentucky. Early on, his family welcomed me into theirs. His father wrote my letter of recommendation to Wake Forest. At high school graduation, Albert Clay sent me a check for $100. That's about $1,000 now. In a letter that said, "This is not a gift. It's an investment in your future." A few years ago, I did the same things for Mr. Clay's grandson, Clay Buxton, now a Wake alum, though I don't think he's ever cashed my check. Robert, thank you for making this trip, as you are officially a Wake uncle. The biggest door opening of my life was the day I arrived on campus with my parents, the first time I saw the school. I remember seeing the art that students had just bought in New York and thinking, what an incredible place this is. A place that trusts and empowers students to make buying decisions of original art of their day. I had no idea I would get to do that one day. But in 1969, I was tapped to be one of 4 students to go to New York, along with Ed Wilson, Mark Reece, Professor Easley, and Sterling Boyd, to buy art for the collection. Barbara Milhouse and the late Bob Myers hosted and guided us. We had about $35,000 and we made really good informed purchases. Jasper Johns, Motherwell, Lichtenstein, Sean, Cadmus, Marsh, Altman, 22 works in all. The 200-piece collection also contains work by Picasso, Colescott, Katz, and dozens of other treasured names. This laid the foundation for my passion for the arts, which showed me how to embrace a creative, entrepreneurial life that was good for business, community, and me. I want other students to have the same exposure to this collection and be inspired to reach their potential to have major lifetime doors open. Today, nearly 60 years later, Wake Forest continues this student-empowered tradition, initiated by innovative campus leader Mark Reece. It's unique in the world of higher education. This valuable collection has no home. It's in hallways and offices, sort of everywhere and nowhere, as the old Gold and Black stated recently. So how do we leverage that unique collection to strategically benefit Wake Forest? Janie and I believe it can be done by embracing Wake the Arts and giving the collection a dedicated home. Wake the Arts is an evolving vision of how Wake Forest can be a leading liberal arts force that people think of when they think of the arts. A place where creativity and the arts are embedded throughout the college's experience so that every future graduate, regardless of discipline, will have at least one meaningful arts experience to give them a lifetime of joy which they can share with others. Pre-COVID, Janie and I traveled with Wake to major cities here and abroad to share the vision for Wake the Arts and highlighting the Reece collection. People were impressed to learn of the unique student-acquired collection and wanted to know more. These were parents and alumni and their arts patron friends. We need to let them know how they can join the work of this vision, which they are ready to do. At this critical time in the school's history, Wake Forest is blessed to have Susan Wta leading our way. We're learning that she has what Daniel Pink calls a whole new mind. She can use her right brain to see the impact of creative visions, such as Wake the Arts, and to use the left brain for scientific discovery and validation of that vision. A perfect combination to lead radical collaboration and be a catalyst for good. One of the biggest door openers and dot connectors for me was the late Philip Haynes, who mentored me with intensity over many years. And Charlotte can attest to that. This is a man who helped give us the School of the Arts, create the first arts council in the nation, revitalize downtown, quietly spend a fortune to buy up land to give Stone Mountain to the people in perpetuity. He cared deeply for Northwest North Carolina, Winston-Salem, and all that's here, especially Wake Forest, as evidenced by his childhood home now being the home of Wake Forest presidents. He was a major connector and a visionary who often said things people couldn't grasp at the time. For example, in 2008, he told me one of his yet-to-be-realized dreams was for Wake Forest to have a first-class contemporary art museum, especially to house the Student Union collection. He saw it as complementing Ranolda House and its great collection of American art. In the closing days of his life, he talked about our long journey together. The vision's yet to be realized. He urged me to help continue his legacy, to keep connecting dots. I said, Philip, I don't have your old family name, your deeper pockets, your family foundations. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. He said, you'll figure it out. From my board service at the School of the Arts, I watched people from across the state devote time and resources to help Philip strengthen Winston-Salem, especially the late Mary Siemens, Julia Daniels, Vic Bragg, and Tom Keenan. On a visit to Duke not long ago, as I entered the new Nasher Museum, it thrilled me to see that the Grand Hall was named for Mary Siemens, who was one of my major mentors. She touched me in many ways, and one was when the School of the Arts gave me the Giannini Award in New York City in 2002. She surprised me with a gift, a Ferragamo tie. The only Ferragamo anything I've ever owned. I wear it on rare, special occasions, such as tonight. So at 77, as I try to figure out my past and my future, people tell me I'm a natural connector, like Philip. I can see disparate dots and how they can connect for a vision or a greater good. They say, you have a gift of connecting, use it. So tonight, with Philip still whispering in my ear, and Mary Siemens inspiring me with her Ferragamo tie, I'm encouraging you, the major door openers who love Wake Forest, to make it a top priority to create an inspiring learning center focused on housing the Reece collection. And yes, it can be a magnet where alumni, parents, and art lovers can then donate their own major works of art, and be a place to attract prospective students, their parents, and tourists. As we continue to build a vision with Wake the Arts and imagine ever bolder ways to amplify our category-leading, world-class art collections, we should strengthen the ties, Ferragamo or otherwise, between Wake Forest and the arts. Just imagine how we can engage students and parents to join us to connect, engage, and dream together. So as Wake leads in creating such a unified engine, our City of Arts and Innovation will survive, thrive, and soar, along with Mother so dear, in the true spirit of Pro Humanitate. Thank you for continuing to open doors with radical collaboration to be a greater catalyst for good. Thank you for your time tonight.